through. Jimmy, can you pull up the Petite Chalet property for folks, and we can walk through that. And real quick, if you guys don't understand how quick start and ADD Jimmy is, look at how many tabs he has open at the top of his computer screen there.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to learn how to wholesale, so this explains all the Craigslist today.
Yeah. All right. So Petite Chalet is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, 1,168 square feet. Look at that. It's a really great little property. It's all brick.
Here's what I like, and there's like little hints in these neighborhoods we go to, but dude, that's Bermuda grass right there, right?
Yeah.
That means hot box. That means, you remember hot box you play as a kid? Was that the name of the game?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Hot box. It was like baseball where you would steal bases, so you had to slide into the bases all the time.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, so I love the brick. The roof's in good condition. You got Bermuda grass, which means it's been a well-maintained lawn. That means football for the kids. That means hot box, maybe some wiffle ball. And, you know, that's just as an investor, you get your gut tells, and that's just a gut tell for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And a complete corollary, and there's no way that's a scientific statement.
Cool, right? So, interesting little fact on this property. If you go back to the tax records, this house sold in 2003 for $114,000. Sold in 2007 for like $100,000. So, you know, I think it's realistic at some point. You know, the property might be worth that again. But even if it's not, shit, you're buying this house from us at $63,000 when it at one point sold for $115,000. Like, that's a steal of a deal. The United States is still on fire sale here in St. Louis, and you can pick up this beautiful all brick with a 2-car garage house for $63,000. Like, that's insane. We got a few pictures of the inside. This was a previous tenant. It's no longer so kitschy with all this stuff here. I mean, they're a little bit of you know, I get a little more stuff than I would have in the house, but hey, it's clean, it's well kept, and this person's been in there for a while. I can't remember if this one comes with a cash flow guarantee. Jimmy, we didn't talk about that. Why don't you tell people about the cash flow guarantee on some of these properties?
So yeah, we're trying. So we only started cash flow guarantee like 60 days ago. So we're really trying to hammer home these cash flow guarantees for our turnkeys. But essentially, this new company does all our credit checks, and if they think that the new tenant buyer is an acceptable risk, we could pay a premium of $200 a year, and they will guarantee us $3,000 in rent. So if they're and we've done other videos on this, but we're trying to make sure all our turnkeys come with a cash flow guarantee. So,
yeah,
so we've sucked out the risk of a rehab from the turnkey buyer. We've sucked out the risk of no rent for the turnkey buyer. We've tried to think of all our pain points, fix them, and then sell them so a turnkey buyer doesn't have to hit all of our pain points as well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And this tenant's actually paying $885 per month in rent. Why don't we pull up the pro forma on this one and walk through it here? And some of you might be like, 68,000. This must be in a war zone. Yada yada yada. I mean, if you're interested in this property, any of your properties, pull up the Google Street View. I mean, this is a really nice neighborhood. I mean, I would live in this neighborhood, you know, if I was trying to, you know, pinch and save some money. I would not at all feel unsafe here. It's a great blue-collar neighborhood.
Dude, it's got zoysia grass.
Yeah, there you go.
There's no zoysia grass growing in any ghetto in the United States right now. Maybe in Miami, because it's just so easy to grow. Anybody who's had a lawn mowing business as a kid knows what I'm talking about, and that's how I know this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Jimmy's a grass specialist too. You learn something every day. So, cash on cash return here is on a pro forma basis about 18.6%. Try and get an 18% return in a stock market, and if you are, great. But one, what kind of risks are you taking to do that? And two, do you know you're going to get it ahead of time? This is actual cash. This is not like on paper. You're getting rent checks in the mail every month from us, you know, because we're going to be managing these properties.
The rent's right here. It's $885.
$885, yeah. So you got a purchase price of $63,000. Scroll down a little bit, Jimmy, if you would.
Yeah.
I want to show where is it? That down payment. So look, for $13,000 down payment, you can get started in real estate right away. And that's one of the things we didn't touch on earlier is if you don't have a lot of capital to start with, if you don't have $100,000 sitting in the bank, $200,000 sitting in the bank, that's okay. Look, you can get started for a $13,000 down payment. Now, granted, you're going to have some closing costs, some origination fees. So, you know, I would say $15,000, $20,000, you know, of liquid capital sitting around, and you can start playing the real estate investor game. And you're going to get, after all is said and done, on this property, a net cash flow of $209 per month.
So annually, that's $2,500. That's $2,508. So $2,508 divided by 13,535. That's an 18% return. You're not gonna get that amount of money in a year out of the stock market.
Yeah, yeah. And one thing we didn't put on here, which is something I always like to think about, is with real estate, you know, there's multiple ways to make money. The number one you want to look for is cash flow, because that's the only thing you can really count on. But you've got potential for some appreciation. One other way that you are making money on these deals is you're paying down your principal every month, and it's not you actually, it's your tenant. So your tenant is paying you $210 per month, and they're paying off this asset for you, which is just mind-blowing. There's nothing else in the world that I know of where you can structure these types of things and make money in multiple ways, have somebody else pay you and pay off an asset for you. So this property is paying down every month, that your loan balance is getting lower, and eventually you're going to own this thing free and clear. And when you pay it off, guess what? You get to keep all that money now going forward.
And this is also counting the vacancy allowance and the maintenance allowance. And we don't think there'll be any, we can't promise anything, but there's not going to be as much maintenance as a regular rental.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like, if you've got rentals, every time a property comes vacant, you always got to do a make ready. You know, at a bare minimum, you got to steam the carpets, sometimes replace the carpets. You got to paint, you got to do this, you got to do that. With lease options, you don't have to have the property made quite as nice. So for whatever reason, this property, that the tenant doesn't work out, it does happen. We've got cash flow insurance to guarantee to try to help you out there. But if the property does come vacant, one, you're not going to have to spend nearly as much as if this was a regular rental. Two, we're going to find another lease option tenant buyer. That's what we're good at, and that's what we're going to handle for you guys. And we've got a buyer's list of 6,000 people here in the St. Louis area looking for a lease option property. And many times we're able to get another option deposit back in hand within a week or two of getting the property back. You know, sometimes it does take 30, 60 days. But, you know, we're going to get anywhere between $3,000 to $4,000 option deposit for the next person. And granted, we're going to take some of that because it does take a lot of marketing money and admin to get that. But you're still going to get a little chunk back yourself. And you're going to get another person in there who's going to be paying and cash flowing back up pretty quickly. So that's kind of your downside, is if something does happen with the tenant. You know, it does occasionally happen, but we've done our very best to eliminate all those risks for you, and it's definitely way lower than if you're trying to do this yourself. Any other cool numbers here we want to talk about with people? One thing I'd like to say.
Point out an error we made. This one only has a 9% cap rate, but if you want to pass up on $200K or $200 in cash flow because we're a point off.
Well, and the other thing is we got some additional expenses in here that might not have. Like I said, for a lease option, you're not going to have a lot of maintenance or vacancy. So you add those back in there, it'll be well north of 10. The other thing that's great about St. Louis is the real estate taxes and the insurance are super low.
Well, this is a cool number. Like, we need to do a video about par, but we did beat down these taxes. They were, so you know, whenever another benefit of the turnkey is while we carry the property, we always are appealing the tax rates, because some of the tax rates are still at, you know, this property sold at 120, so it's getting taxed at that. So as soon as we buy a property, we always appeal the taxes. So we've got the taxes down to, what is that, 69 times 12.
Yeah, 840 a year.
I think originally those were like 1,500. the taxes on that one was like 12 to 1,500 bucks. So
so
another value add.
Yeah, really low taxes. We've got a few great insurance providers. We can get you a really low number there as well. So we've prodded and pushed and tried to squeeze out as much cash flow for these deals as possible and make it very low risk and kind of put everything on a silver platter for you. So I think that kind of covers it. Jimmy, you got anything else?
No, dude, if that doesn't sell it, nobody wants it, like nothing will do it. So
yeah, so this is one property. We've got, I think, maybe 10 or 15 up on our available properties. jointhouseproperties.com/property. We're going to provide a link for you below the video, so take you right there. We've got a lot of. Jimmy, why don't you actually pull that up for us and kind of show some of the other properties we've got on the site right now?
I do think I have it open. I was looking at that today. I think I have it open in one of my tabs. So you close out all your tabs whenever you're using it?
Not all of them. I've maybe got 8 tabs open. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Most of the deals on here are turnkey. We do have this one wholesale deal up here. Wholesale is a little bit of a different product. We won't get into that today.
We're gonna do another video about the difference between wholesale and turnkey.
324 Shepley, a little bit of a lower end neighborhood. But if you want to get in for a small amount of cash, get started playing the real estate investor game. They said, folks, 30 days from now, you could be getting passive income. You don't need to go read 30 books on real estate investing and buy crappy properties for 10 years like Jimmy and I have.
Yeah, if I had Rich Dad Poor, if I had gone to Read Rich Dad Poor Dad, gone to seminar, had some guy out there saying, hey, dude, you got a W-2? And you have 10 grand, you can get cash flow right away, I would have been all over that. The other, we've designed all of our programs around our own pain points, and then we try to pass it on so people don't have to feel the pain we felt.
Yeah.
Bellefontaine, another one of my favorite. That looks Zoysia-y.
Yeah, and I actually think a few of these have already gone under contract. We haven't got a chance to update our website, so these properties do go quick, folks. These are sweetheart deals. We got a lot of interest. So if you're interested, go here, check them out, and we'll probably have some new properties on here by the time you get here. But a lot of these are going to be gone as well. So
right, and this is evergreen. So we're buying 5 or 6 a month, and once we have 90 to 100 days of good rent history, it's going up on the site. So
yeah. But most of ours, 48 to on the high end right now, 75,000. We've got a few gems that are coming. I think are going to offer around 80, 85,000. But those have anywhere between $1,000 to $1,200 per month in rent coming in on, which is just crazy. A lot of the turnkey operators around the country in Memphis, in Jacksonville, Dallas, they've shut down their doors because they don't have properties like this anymore. St. Louis is one of the last places in the country you can still get turnkey deals. St. Louis was one of the hotter markets in the country last year. We've experienced some appreciation. We don't know how much longer we're going to be able to offer these type of deals because it is getting harder and harder to find these type of price points. So get them while you can, folks, because in a year or two, you might not be able to buy properties this cheap anymore.
Well, thanks for spending your time with us. We'll talk to you later. We do a YouTube video every business day.
Thanks. Have a good one.
See ya.